Since we're doing the big reveal today, I thought I might walk you around New York and show you some of the sights that I see on my way home. I'm going the long way, but anyway, show you a little bit. The first sight is Starbucks. This is what's left of a very old church that was bombed by the Nazis. Apparently, the British bombed a German town and took out some of their really old, medieval or whatever cathedrals. So Hitler picked York out of a travel guide and tried to presumably hit the Minster, but failed. But he did hit that church. This is Coney Street. This is probably the main shopping street in York. Just ahead is Harker's, which is where Mandy and I just had our mulled wine and mince pie. It's really old. The royal family has had tea there, and it's a really cool place. This is the Mansion House here, and this is where they have most recently come to have tea. I think last year they were here, the royal family. Museum Gardens are at the end of that street. That's where the cathedral that's one of the oldest in England. It's actually in ruins now, but there's a really old cathedral down there. There are churches everywhere. Let's see, this is Betty's. This is the most famous tea room. There's almost always, especially on the weekends, a massive line that goes from the front door on the other side all the way around here. This is definitely not how I get home, but we'll go the long way. Up ahead, you can see the Minster. This is the pub that everyone at Starbucks goes to when they have money, which isn't often. More little side streets here. You can see the Minster from almost everywhere in town. It's actually a pretty small place. The town, not the Minster. But anyways, it's a really cool sight. Here is an inn from 1644. York is famous for all these little snickleways, but they're all over the place, and there's all kinds of little pubs and coffee shops and all kinds of stuff that you can find if you go down through there. They're also a place where a lot of the University of York archaeology students and professors are doing quite a bit of work, I think, excavating some things. I guess one of them that they're doing now is an old hall, some kind of meeting hall or something that we saw the other day. It's really cool. Medieval meeting hall. There's another Starbucks. They're all over the place. This place is just a little bit bigger than downtown Cleveland, and there's 5 Starbucks within, walking distance of each other. We've reached the Minster. They're working on the back of it, which I've heard that scaffolding will never come down. They've said that it's pretty much propping up the back of the Minster. This is the church that we normally go to. The Minster is really impressive. This is a typical British day. I didn't think it was going to rain all the time. I thought it was just a hoax. That's a lie. It rains all the time. St. Michael of Belfry. This is actually where Guy Fawkes was baptized. It actually used to be like a chapter house of the Minster, but is its own place now. This is where Guy Fawkes was born, in what's now called the Guy Fawkes Inn. But it's really cool because they don't have light in there. It's all candlelight, or they don't have electricity. I'm sure they have it, but they don't use it. It's all done by candlelight, so it's really cool. Going back down the other side of the Belfry. This is where the main ghost tour starts. And there are normally hundreds of people that are walking the streets doing that ghost tour. There's the Starbucks again. It is starting to rain for real now. Christmas Angels. It's a pretty cool store. We're going down what I believe is Walmgate, which is one of the main roads here in town. Runs parallel to Coney Street where Starbucks is. And you can see even in the rain, there's still a lot of people out here. It's a serious tourist destination. Charity bookshop, they're all over the place. You can get ridiculous prices on books. Makes McKay's look expensive. We're coming up on what, so far, is my favorite place for fish and chips. Mandy isn't a huge fan. She thinks the chips are too big. Anyway, it's called Drake's. Here it is. Awesome place. Back towards Coney Street. Apparently, Nestle originated, I don't know if it originated here, but I guess the UK version of Nestle was here for a really, really long time. And York is famous for its chocolate, so this is their chocolate museum. No, actually, I think what it was is they had their own chocolate here, and then Nestle has moved over here. And I think Izzy was saying it was kind of sad because a lot of the old town chocolatiers are gone, and it's become more of a Nestle place now. That's what it is. So this is the Shambles. These are the medieval roads. As you can see, they're not very big. There's where the market is when it's better weather. There's not quite as many people out there today. The Earl Grey Tea Room. This is Mandy's favorite tea house. She really likes that place. It's a little less expensive than Betty's. Betty's is outrageous. Now I'm actually headed home.